What's happening, guys? Kevin here from SportsBoxBreaks.com, coming at you live on a Wednesday, November 8th, 2023. Breaking another full case of 2023 Topps Allen and Ginter Baseball. This is the Choose Team case break number 4. Who has who in this break? Diamondbacks going to Anthony V. We got the Braves for Tommy K. We got the Orioles, Bobby L. Red Sox and the Cubbies going to Joe W. The White Sox for James D. The Reds for Salvador B. Guardians, Tommy K. Rockies for Dan B. The Tigers, James B. Astros, Matthew F. Kansas City Royals going to Robert T. The Angels going to Anthony V. Dodgers, Alan K. The Marlins, Joe W. The Brewers going to Tommy K. The Twins going to James D. Mets for Joe W. Yankees, David S. Oakland A's going to Dan B. Philadelphia Phils going to David K. Pittsburgh Pirates, Mark C. The Padres, Anthony V. San Francisco Giants for James D. Seattle Mariners going to Anthony V. Cardinals for Dan B. The Rays going to David S. The Rangers for Michael W. And then 2 in a row with the Blue Jays and the Nationals going to Joe W. And then there is a 31st spot that we sell in Allen and Ginter, and that represents all of the non-MLB, so all of the non-baseball. All of that content that isn't specifically designated for a major league team, that all goes to Ray A. Ray picked up that 31st spot, and that spot gets pretty well smashed with hits. So here we go, here we go. Yep, I mentioned it, Tommy. I mentioned the Braves for Tommy K. All right, here we go, guys. Good luck, good luck. Full case of Allen and Ginter, my last one here in Vegas. We are still filling 2 more of these actively. Those are over with Jason in Pennsylvania, so breaking those as soon as we fill them up. Jason will be live again 2 days from now on Friday. Opening it from the bottom. And if you're new to our breaks and you're like, why does he open from the bottom? It's literally just like a do this. So I could do that, right? And then boom, they're all in the correct orientation with the writing the correct way and all that good stuff. All right, there's 3 rows of high society, if you will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's start here. All cards do ship, guys. Settle in. You're in for about 2 hours coming on here. So we have the smaller box topper, the N43 box loader. I'll put all 12 of these to the side, and I will open all 12 at the end. There we go. And that is empty. Anything interesting? Did we get a hot box right off the rip? I think we did, right? I think we did. Anything interesting with the one that Jason broke a couple nights back? I was popping in a little bit. Over, under on the rip cards. I don't know, 3? I'm going to say 3. In one of the early, maybe the first break of this we did, didn't I pull 4? Joe killed it a couple nights ago on the previous Allen. All right, there's one side. A Pujols and a Bregman and a box loader rip of Ted Williams. Whoa. Lots of pickleball. The non-baseball, the pickleball players. I remember in previous years they had like the disc golfer guys, the frolfers or whatever. I'm like, how do they come up with some of this stuff? I guess whatever is like interesting and hot in the moment, like pickleball is, you know, kind of all the rage. That Josh Bell is facing that way for some strange reason when no other cards are. I don't think it's anything specific. You guys tell me. I'm just going to put him there for a minute, but pickleballers don't have time to sign, but the wiffle ball player did. Well, priorities. Pickleball's too hot of a commodity these days, right? I've never played pickleball, although I do know it's quite the popular. There's something going on there. It's going to be a mini with the brown border thing going on, so we'll see that shortly. I feel like I'm losing my voice a little bit, which I don't know why. So Kathy, if you guys remember last week, I said I had to go to the emergency room. Kathy was in the emergency room for 5 hours. She had to go back the next day for more hours. So she's been in the emergency room twice in the last week. She's finally back to normal and eating solid food. It's the craziest thing. I think she feels like she had a stomach virus, and now she's almost convinced that she had some kind of like parasite. I don't know. It's pretty weird. All right, let's get started here in a sec, guys. All right, here we go. Here we go. Of course, all cards will be shipping to you. We do have a hot box right off the rip here. You get the camera focus. All right, Peraza right at the top here, rookie. Benson, Jameson. Who is this gentleman? Comedian actor Adam Ray. Got a Tony Gwynn mini action. And if I pass something off and you guys want to see it in greater detail, let me know before I get too far past it. Little basketball player, Scoot Henderson. The mandolin. This is the guy with no legs, I think, right? Or he's got, yeah, I think that's the wrestler and Paralympic athlete. All right, so we have a black border mini right here of the man himself. They're just talking about him in the game tonight. Boom. I mean, it's not a relic or an auto or anything, but it's a black border mini. And that is awesome. Right off the rip going to Ray. Very nice. I'm going to put that in my little hit stack here because he is the man of the moment, right? What do we got? Another one for the non-baseball. Yeah, right off the rip, a little Victor Wembanyama. Is that how you say it? I think that is how you say it, right? And here's the one we saw, guys. That's the one we saw as we were rifling through the packs. Kansas City going to be on the board for Robert, and that's an MJ Melendez auto, so very nice. Right off the rip with an auto, and a really nice mini for the non-baseball in short order here. So congrats. Nice stuff. What do we got? The Falcon. Bobby Witt. International Delights. Ricky. What do we got? Tejeda. The bandoneon. I don't know what the heck that instrument is. If you guys are into music, you probably know. Joey Votto. I had to do a double take on Marte's face. It looked like 50 Cent. I swear to God. The Silver Slugger. Let's keep rolling. This is only box one, guys. It's a hot box. We pull a Victor. We pull an auto, and we're not even halfway through it yet. Mini of Bellinger. Bodyboarding. We got a Kyle Tucker and a Lou Brock. And a little bit left here from this stack. We'll get into the next one. Bo Bichette, Thompson. What do we got? Something in Turkey. And the Snowy Owl. All right. One side is down. Let's see what the other side holds. Guys, I will gladly break anything else that fills up here tonight. Probably the best opportunity is either going to be the Bowman Chrome or the Archives. The Archives Mixer, that just came out today. That's today's release day product. Brand new Archives. Nothing crazy. It's only 6 boxes on that. We're doing it in mixer format just because the distributors don't want to sell us product. That is the name of the game these days. Limiting how much they'll sell you. What do we got? Allen's Hummingbird. Got the backwards action there. Anything with the White Sox uni, the variation uniform going on? Here's another black border. This one is Corey Seager black border. All right, Francisco Rodriguez. Looking for our next hit. Ken Griffey Jr. All right, here it is. How about Tony Gwynn? Really nice. Tony Gwynn, the card is just kind of, it's not offset like that. It's just kind of moved to the side in the frame there. Nice little San Diego relic. Tony Gwynn going to Anthony. Anthony V on that one. Good stuff, man. Congrats. Let's keep going. Hudson right there in mini. This mini flying right out of there. Gabriel Moreno. Babe Ruth. I'll try to get through them a little faster now. I'm just getting my wits about me again. The rarest of the diamond, stealing second, third, and home in one appearance. Okay. Here comes one of the filigrays, the silver foil, right? Byron Buxton, Minnesota Twins. Nice. Who's got them Twins? Twins is James D. All right, last little bit here. Smoltz Mini. Justin Turner. Chocolate Mousse. Hammer and Hank. And here comes our next one. How about for the non-baseball? That's a pretty interesting little relic piece right there. That is going to be Bomani Jones, journalist, right? So going to the non-baseball, which again is owned by Ray. Picking up a relic. Fancy little pattern on there. And a couple cards right behind it, which were Hunter Brown mini and the Gyro Falcon. All right. Box number 1 down. Box 1 in the books. So you guys still getting, I'm going to show you where I'm pulling from here since my little thing is covering. Here comes the next box from there. I'm going to put the top loaders right there just to kind of stack them. And we'll keep going with those. Are you guys still getting decent weather, or have you guys officially converted over to like winter weather almost? I'm sure some of you guys are getting the winter weather. I see it's been snowing in some places already. So oversized box loader in this one. We'll put that right there. You can't really see it, but it's right behind there. 2 of them. Yeah, how is that not numbered? You're right, Joe. It's a pretty unique looking patch. Like embroidery something going on there. Let's look. Make sure it is not numbered. Nope. Did not miss numbering. They just didn't number it. Nothing special about the rest? Okay. Appreciate the heads up. You never know with some of the stuff. 65 in Omaha. Well, that's not winter weather. That's awesome weather. We're still getting, actually, it's like the perfect weather here in Vegas right now. Sunny, like no humidity, of course, as there never is, but not cold, not hot. A little bit chilly at night, but next week we got the infamous F1, which pretty sure people, I was just talking about it, Matt. I'm pretty sure people that are local that have to deal with the strip on a regular basis are just waiting for it to be gone. I have no intentions of going anywhere near the Strip for the next week and a half, but if you have to get on there, it's a cluster F. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I'm sure it's going to bring in a lot of money for the city, but I saw a video the other day. They were saying that the contract is tentatively only 3 years with the option to extend it to 10 if the city feels it was a real good thing for the city. So time's going to tell if they really feel it was good or if they feel this is thick. There's got to be a rip card in here, guys. This is real thick. Let's leave that pack right there for a minute. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they do, in fact, extend it out to the full 10-year contract. So there's a lot of pushback on it right now. And of course, Super Bowl coming up here. a lot of stuff happening. A lot of stuff happening. All right, so let's do this. Let's open this one. If we see a real thick card in there, it is very likely a rip card. And we'll put it to the side for a minute. That's thick, guys. That is definitely something. I'm sure, I don't know. Got to be a rip card, right? Putting it right there. We'll go through these two stacks and then we'll look at the little stack. Booklets as well, Joe. I think I didn't see like a crease or like a seam that would indicate a book, but it looks like it's probably a rip card. This mini just flew out of there. Ken Griffey Jr. mini. All right, let's start here. You'll be in the week before the Super Bowl. You should touch base. I don't know if you're someone that enjoys a cocktail or a beer, but we should grab one or a coffee if that doesn't work. George Brett. A chunky numbered relic. The musical instrument card. What is the musical instrument card, Tommy? Do they have some kind of something like in the card? All right, here comes, what do we got? We got a bat relic of Cedric Mullins, right? Yes, we do. Bat relic of Cedric. So Baltimore on the board for Bobby. Bobby L gets one. Cedric, the man, the myth, the Mullins. The Great Wall of China. Oh, they have a piece of a violin. Interesting. I'm sure those crazy cards like that go for high value, right? Votto, a lot of upside down action. If they keep doing it every third card, I'm just going to stop flipping them right side up. Schwarber. All right, another black border. How about Josh Young right there? Josh Young for Texas with the black border. Texas going to Michael. Or a different instrument, but they actually like shave a piece of the instrument off and embed it as a relic. It's pretty cool. I talk about this all the time when we do this product, but the first year we started doing this stuff back in 2014, I remember they had fossilized dinosaur relic bones as some of the like really interesting relics that year. We did not pull one, but how about some more baseball? Some actual baseball in a baseball product. Jimmy Rollins for Philadelphia. Philadelphia belongs to David, so there you go with the little red pinstripe. Fighting Phil's coming in. They fought pretty hard, but didn't quite fight enough this year, right? Van Kirk. Here's a black border mini. Speaking of the Phils, Jim Tomei for the Phils. Nice. Body boarding. Mike Trout mini. And here comes another filigree, the foil. What do we got? We got a Clemente. That's nice. Pittsburgh Pittsburgh going off to Mark C. Nice one there, Mark. This flew out of there. What do we got? Alan A. Dale. Key figure in Robin Hood legend. Okay. Member of the Merry Men. The Snowy Owl. All right. Shuffle these off to the side. We'll look at the second stack, and then we'll look at that mini stack. I'm curious to see what that thick card is. Stay right there. Dessert. The ice cream sundae. Francisco. Crystal Reed. Marsh Mini. The Bald Eagle. Tattoo artist Jonathan Valena. Minis and minis. George Kirby. I'm just going to keep them this way because we know within 5 cards they're going to flip them the other way, right? So unless it's something of interest, almost no point in flipping them and flipping them and flipping them again. See? 1 card and then it reverts to the other way. Ermsey. Black border. Cole Raggins for Texas. The problem is I can't help myself. It's like an OCD thing. I see them flipped and I need to flip them right side up, but it's pointless. Got a Xander Mini. The piano. Oh, fish and chips. Quite the delicious dish. Nothing super interesting there, so we are going to get to that little stack with the thick card. What do we got? The Falcon again, the Gyra Falcon. All right, guys, here it comes. Let's do this. Let's peel the card away from the back of it, right? So the last card we get to is going to be that guy. Got an Altuve with the spotless spans. Yelich, Manoah, Darvish. And here it comes. And it is double rip card to 22. 11 of 22. Jim Palmer on one side. Cal Ripken Jr. on the other side. Holy moly. Well now. Okay. That is interesting. Double rip card to 22. Jim Palmer, Cal Ripken Jr. That's something else. Holy shanoli. So let me see. Who's got some teams going on here? So it's Orioles on both, right? Yeah, Orioles and Orioles. So Orioles is owned by... That's Bobby. Bobby L. That is awesome, Bobby. And we don't rip the rip cards, guys. I know I mention this every single time. We had a couple instances in the past where folks think that we should rip the rip card because, hey, maybe inside of it there's a whole different team. But we don't do that. So 11 of 22 on this one. Jim Palmer, Cal Ripken Jr. Absolute craziness. That's awesome. If you do rip it, Bobby, let us know. Send us a picture to see what's inside of this beast. But I'm going to say you probably shouldn't rip it. But hey, that's not for me to say. But that's amazing. Congratulations, buddy. Nice hit. Nice hit there. All right. The bar has been set. Here comes box 3. I've ripped 2 of those rip cards over the years. Just recently, I ripped one for, I can't remember who pulled it and asked me to rip it live. And both times, sad to say, what came out of the inside of it was less value than the unripped card, which I imagine to be the case most of the time, right? But you just don't know. They get you. Was it Matt? I can't remember. Was it Matt F? Matt's in here right now, so he'll confirm, but I can't remember. It was just within the last month or so that we did it. Come on, sucker. It is exciting. It is a lot of fun to see it happen, but it's a little deflating when you pop open the card and you realize, shoot, you know, the gamble didn't really pay off. But that's the gamble, right? That's the gamble. There was something in that stack. There was a mini green border, I think, going on there. We'll see that in a little bit. All right. One hell of a card right there. Like, what could be inside of that, right? I'm curious. It actually gives the breakdown. Let me see what the breakdown is. Okay, inside this card will be an exclusive mini parallel or an exclusive mini wood parallel or the mini metal or the one-of-a-kind sketch or the red mini auto. Yeah. Guys, how we looking on anything else? What do we got? Archives is down to 10. Guys, that isn't a sweet spot right there. If we get a couple pickups in that one, it's going to go. I mean, hey, if we get that down to 7 or 6 spots, should go. Just came out today. Release day product, fellas. Release day product. The whole operation, like 2, 3, 4 years ago and beyond, was all based on release day, but that's kind of like, for us anyway, gone by the wayside. Things have changed a lot in the industry. All right, here we go. Let's try to rip through these a little faster, shall we? Another black border mini. How about a Carlos Correa for the Twins? David Ortiz. Remember one product, was it Tier 1? 6, 7 years ago, something like that. Pulled a David Ortiz bat knob. I think it was black too. And it was like number inscribed maybe with like silver paint marker, which was nuts. Probably the best bat knob I ever pulled. I think we pulled a couple of them over time. All right, guys, here comes something again. That is a Brandon Nimmo. I thought we were looking at another rip card for a second. Brandon Nimmo going off to those Mets. That's Joe W. There you go, buddy. Nimmo with a bat relic. Devers. Teddy Williams. What'd you guys say? Ted Williams something? Ted Williams rip? Or what was it that was pulled a couple nights ago with Jay? Something Ted Williams, I think you said. Justin Verlander. Ken Griffey Jr. Two cards were stuck together a little bit there. What do we got here? We got Tony Gwynn representing San Diego. Very nice. Petco Park. The box loader rip card. That's awesome. Yeah, those are the best. Those are the best. That's what it was that I ripped for you, right, Matt? the full-size box topper rip. Tell me this guy, quick look right there, doesn't look like Bill Lumbergh from Office Space. Gary Cole. All right, a little bit left here. We got another black border. How about Willie Mays? San Fran. Jeter. Seager, Bellinger, Mulder. And the Lyra? I don't know. Some of these old-timey musical instruments. All right, second side. Let's go. It was a regular one, Matt? Oh, okay. Maybe it was the one before that. Like a couple of years ago, I ripped one for somebody else, and I think it might have been a full-size box loader style one at that point. Mariano, and we got a lot of upside down action going on here. Aren't we talking about that night we need like an electron microscope or something to x-ray machine to see if we can get a glimpse of the inside before we decide to rip it, right? All right, we got something coming up here. Something coming. There it is. How about Scott Rowland for the Fightin' Phils again, this time with a mini relic, bat relic. Philadelphia going to David. David K. Philadelphia Phils. Congrats. Otani, Anderson, Devers, Jorge Posada. Any of you guys follow F1? Any of you guys follow the Formula One stuff? Old Time Hockey. Followed by Old Time Hockey. Has there been any updated information on the Wander thing? I have not followed it. I don't really know what's going on after the fact. Like, once he was erased from history from the team, like... All right, here comes our next hit. It's going to be for the non-baseball, which goes to Ray. And that's going to be a relic of Chris Fowler, sports broadcaster. Oakland. Oh, minis. These minis come flying out of here like... The Vibe King. And here it is with the foil filigree, Captain Sandy Yon. Last one is the Andean Condor. All right, that does it for that box. Chugging along nicely here, fellas. Chugging along nicely. All right, let's get these box loaders, and we'll go here. Let's I don't know, even up the distribution of boxes here, shall we? Another oversized. Thing with those oversized box loaders, if they're a rip card, you can feel it right away because they're so darn thick. Nothing's been pretty standard so far. Got a lot of boxes though. Still to go through. Archives would be lovely to break next, guys, if you want to get into another one. Archives Baseball Mixer. 5 boxes of Hobby, 1 box of the Collector's Edition stuff, which has that, like a lunchbox and stuff in it. One side. All right. So those of you guys that have been around the hobby and the break scene for quite a while, I'm sure you're familiar with GroupBreakChecklist.com, which for years was like the place to go for checklists. They were really on top of their checklist and whatever. I don't know, maybe like 2 months ago, I just noticed they stopped updating their checklists. Like, new product would come out, and there was no checklist available for it basically forever. And within the last couple of weeks, I noticed the site won't even load now. I find it pretty odd. I don't know if you guys have actually taken notice of that yourselves, but I was talking to Jason about it before, wondering what the heck's going on there. It was like the biggest player in the game on the checklist stuff. Here's Victor again. So Victor one more time. Even that's a base card. I'll sleeve it up for you, Ray, for the non-baseball. But I said it's pretty telling. I was saying to Jason, if that site is just completely defunct now, that bit of a sign of the times with where the industry kind of is right now. Shea Langoliers. Then again, it could be, who knows? Who knows why their site's dead, but there's one of the filigree, the silver foils. Spotless Spans, Ricky. And well, guys, that is a black border. What are we going to see number-wise if we flip this around? This is going to Boston. This goes to Joe. Joe, that's nice, buddy. How about a Garcia Parra 25 out of 25 with the black border for the Sox? That's nice. Real nice. Didn't expect that, and that is something, buddy. Congratulations to Joe W. Very nice. I don't think I've seen one of these mini with the black borders. Could be wrong, but that's awesome, buddy. Congrats. Archives down to 9. Excellent, Tommy. Thank you for anybody that's picking up spots in that one. Let's get it going, guys. Got a hot case here. Hot case. Again, we're going to be live again Friday. It's mostly Jason taking the session on Friday from Pennsylvania, but I said I'll be waiting in the wings for anything in Vegas that might fill in addition to his stuff. So back to one of those old school double sessions like we used to do. What do we got? Xander with the black border. Paul Konerko flying out. 7 teams. You got 7 teams in this one. Well, Joe, we always appreciate it, buddy. Always, always. The Island of Goree. What do we got? Spotless Spans of Francisco Rodriguez. So I think I was telling you guys, last week we adopted another puppy. We saved a puppy. There's this couple of these rescues around town, and this one in particular saves retriever breed dogs, almost specifically retriever breed dogs from the meat markets in the Asian countries, more specifically almost like entirely in Korea. There's a lot of like dogs that are literally used in these meat markets. And Kathy follows this operation on social media and saw this puppy come up. It was a golden retriever / corgi mix. And the thing was just the cutest thing ever. So she's like, what do you think? Should we put in an application? We put in an application. A couple hours later, the guy's contacting us. We talked to him, and he's like, would you guys be available this Thursday? I think at this point, this was Monday. And we're like, yeah. And he's like, the puppies are actually flying in from Korea on Thursday. If you want to meet us at the airport, you literally take them. You become a foster for the first X amount of days, say like a week. And then at that point, if everything is going well, you fully adopt the dog. But yeah, so we've had this guy since last Thursday, and he's pretty amazing. Really a good little puppy for the situation he came from. And just today we did the final adoption. So now we got 3 dogs and 2 cats. It is a small farm up in this bitch. Bucky. Got a Stanton. I see black border coming up here. All right, before that, what do we got? Bobby Dalbec? We do. Bobby Dalbec, Boston Red Sox. Joe. Red Sox doing all right. Relic, Red Sox. Right behind it, Justin Verlander for the Mets with the black border. Kathy's taking him over to her sister's house so he can meet the kids and everybody tonight. It's the smallest little thing. It's like 8 pounds, 9 pounds. Might be on the 10th Dalbec Relic. You're going to weave up a jersey pretty soon. Jet skiing. Fish and chips. Cal Ripken Jr. And here we go. How about them Guardians? Guardians coming in with some love. Tommy owns them. We got a Jimenez, Cleveland Guardians, mini bat relic going off to Tommy K. There you go, Tommy. Congrats. Congrats, congrats. Philadelphia with a mini. Nolan Ryan, spotless spans. Got the St. Louis Arch. Busch Stadium, more appropriately. Mini. A little bit left here before we get to the next box. I see a filigree foil. What do we got? Anthony Rizzo. We do indeed for the Yanks. And then a black border for the Guardians. And the Hen Harrier finishes it off. Guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 boxes remaining. 8 to go. I'm going to leave them there because I keep taking the stack of box loaders off there just to reshuffle everything every time I do one of these. How about an oversized again? We're in that sweet territory now, guys, on the Archives Baseball. 9 to go. The sweet spot being single digits. Matt, are you in the, I think you're in the military if I'm not mistaken, correct? What do we got there, guys? That's a mini with like rounded edges. We'll see it very shortly. Let's shuffle it back in there. Only one big team left in that one, which is the D-backs. Stained glass, is that a stained glass? If so, what kind of rarity are we looking at on those guys? Or metal? Interesting. I like the fun stuff, you know? All right, there's that. There's another something coming up here. I see it. All right, so that mini with the rounded edges is going to be in the second stack over there. Let's look at the one closest to us first. All right, let's look at this one first, and then we'll look at that second stack, which we know there's something real interesting in that stack. Here we go. DMC himself. What do we got? Bob Gibson. Julio. Tejeda. Felix Hernandez. All right, here comes something. How about, who is that guy? Eric Stone Street, right? The actor. Is he the Modern Family guy? I think he is. Of course, that goes to the non-baseball, which belongs to Ray. So Ray picking up some ink for the non-baseball. There you go. What do we got? Seattle. T-Mobile Park. Pina Colada. Josh Hader. Chipper. Black Border. Colorado Rockies. Charlie Blackmon. I have never watched that show. Here's Victor again. Victor one more time. I have never watched that show. I know people love it. Willie Mays. What do we got here? International Delights, and I'm not even going to try to... I can't even pronounce player names. Never mind that. The Czech Republic. A dish of the Czech Republic has a name that is shorthand for its ingredients: roast pork, bread dumplings, and sauerkraut. Okay. There's a foil border coming up here in a second. Who's it going to be? That is going to be George Springer for Toronto. Soto. What else would I be doing? Come on, of course I got to steal from some other country. Brett Batty for the Mets. That's going off to Joe. There you go, Joe. What's happening, Trav? I was wondering where you've been. I was going to reach out and make sure we do a wellness check on you. So New York Mets getting some more love here. Going off to Joe. And then last one, Hammer and Hank with the spotless span. All right, we're going to see that mini in this next stack. Somewhere like halfway through it, maybe. Here we go. Hey, totally understand, my friend. Come on out and hang out. You know how that goes. I feel like this channel's as much of a hangout and bullshit time as it is, buying in, right? Content creator and podcaster. All right. Don Mattingly. Got 2 cards stuck together there. Lou Brock. Jeter. All right, what do we got here? Little Justin Turner action. How about them Red Sox? Red Sox are just silently like crushing this break. Joe W. Justin Turner relic coming your way. That's 3 or 4 hits for the Red Sox thus far. Black border. Football player going off to the non-baseball. All right, we're getting close to that mini with the rounded edges, guys. I don't exactly know where it is, but it's coming up somewhere. Wade Boggs. I was about to say, what's happening in March? Duh, you're coming back to Vegas. Got a little Wakefield action with the filigree. Why not before the Red Sox? Red Sox doing big things. A 40-40 season. Bryce Harper. Here it is, guys. It is, in fact, stained glass. Colorado Rockies. Nolan Jones, is that who I'm looking at here? Stained glass, Colorado. That goes to Dan B. That's awesome. First one of these I've seen. It's actually stained glass, too, the whole way through. That's awesome. Nolan Jones for the Rockies. That is super nice. Colorado going to Dan. Congrats to you, sir. That is something else. Very nice. I know you guys are all fixated on my lovely manicure, so, Here comes Travis busting my ass about my fingernails that I chew like a 5-year-old. Like, how old is this guy? Don't worry about that. Snorkeling. Ken Griffey Jr. It's a nervous habit, guys. Been doing it since I was a kid. Can't stop now. What do we got? Vladimir Guerrero, spotless span. Ortiz, the trumpet. Timmy Trumpet. And last one is the Great Horned Owl. I do both. I have once, manicured myself with the dull chainsaw, and I've also let a Vegas rat chew them off. All right, next box right here. What do we got? We got oversized box topper again, adding it to the stack. One and one, there it is. Oh, she offers all the time when she's going to the nail place. Why don't you come and get a manicure or pedicure or something? You'd love it. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Good question, Tommy. Pretty good case. Can it get better? I mean, it's been pretty solid. We've pulled a lot of interesting stuff so far. That double rip card. Trav, I don't think you were hanging out here for that one. Let me show you that bad boy. Look at this one from earlier. 11 out of 22, double rip card. Jim Palmer one side, Cal Ripken Jr. the other side, double rip. Amazing. Then that crazy stained glass a couple minutes ago. I mean, some good stuff. Any local casino action lately, Trev? I've been out of the mix casino-wise. Tommy, I think the night that we went to the comedy show was the last time. When I left you guys, I did stop in O'Shea's and played a little bit. I never told you about, I don't know if I told you guys about this. So I played. And I got hammered. I lost, like, I want to say nearly 500 right away. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I was playing Ultimate Texas Hold'em table game. Then I'm like, I still kind of want to play a little bit to see if I can run it back, right? Yeah. So I went in O'Shea's. I first started out inside the Link Casino, and then I went in O'Shea's, and I sat and played there. And I was doing okay. I was kind of like breaking even. So I'm into the game for $1,000 at this point. I lost 500 right off the rip, and I had another 500 on the table. And I ended up making some hands, and then I don't have the bonus bet in play, which is $5 every time because it's a sucker bet. And I flopped quads. So I missed out on a progressive of $1,800, but I had 25 on the hand, so I had like 150 in play on the hand. Got 10x on the 25, all that good stuff, right? So I ended up walking away, all said and done. I rallied back and booked a $50 win. So I somehow had like $1,000 swing on that crazy game and walked out on a positive, which is pretty insane. I would have walked out much more positive had I had the progressive bet in play, but the table, of course, was reading me the riot act that I didn't have the progressive bet in play. But that progressive bet will kill you. $5 on every hand, and you lose it 90% plus, actually like 95% of the time. So you're probably popping off 40 hands an hour times $5, like $200 an hour is going away. Thanks, Mike. I was, it was risk of ruin on that one for sure. Edgar Allan Poe. All right, here comes something. What do we got? Luis Arias, Miami Relic. Who's got the Miami spot? I think that's the first call out from Miami. That's Joe W. Joe W gets it. Mike Trout, spotless span. I know. The one guy, there was two guys from like, they were like Czech Republic guys or something. They could barely speak English, and they were like trying their hardest to buddy up with me because the spot I was playing on kept hitting over and over again. Black border of Schwarber. They wanted to play the side bets for me, and I'm just like, that gets weird because if you hit a taxable, now I'm on the hook for the tax money, and you guys are getting half of the payout. I said I'd rather just not. How about Randy Johnson, old school Expos? So going to the Nationals, of course. Joe gets it with the foil border. Tim Anderson. Pasquantino. Birdie. The Snowy Owl. Black border mini. That is Meek Mill. Meek Mill for the non-baseball spot. Here we go. Next one. So Cubbies getting in the act here. What do we got? Or no, it's actually not the Cubbies. This one fooled me once before. This is Thomas Ian Nichols, who is an actor, but he just so happens to be wearing Cubbies gear in this one. So it is an actor. So it is not necessarily Cubbies. So this is non-baseball. Yeah, this one tricked me once before because he's wearing full Cubs gear. Buster Posey with the mini and the mandolin. That's the kid from Rookie of the Year? Okay, well that makes perfect sense why he's wearing Cubbies outfit. Cubbies uniform. I guess in his case, it's kind of a costume, right? Is that the one where the kid broke his shoulder and it's set in such a way that he was throwing heat at like 130 miles an hour or something like that? I think that was the one, right? Ortiz. Tommy Edman. Hold on one sec, guys. Was he in the American Pies? I don't remember that. He was, yeah, maybe I do. I just never put it together that was the same kid. American Pie. That is a movie that would not be made today, right? We were watching some episodes of The Office a couple days ago, and I loved The Office when it was on, and I still love it, but we never watch it. How about this one? How about a Derek Hall for the Phils? Phil's doing pretty good, too, across this one. Philadelphia Phil's getting some ink right here for David K. Nice one, David. Very nice. Philadelphia getting in there. But we were watching The Office, and like some of this stuff, I'm just like, holy shit, how did this get on TV? Even back then, because it would never get on TV today. Shane McClanahan, Tampa Bay with the black border. Different world we're living in 20 years later. Is he? He's a musician now. Mike's got all the info. Mike's got all the info on these guys. Or you're Wikipediaing these guys as we speak, which I would do the same. 2.5 Men. Did they have some racy shit in that one too? I don't really remember too much of that show, honestly. Drysdale Nelson. Mini of Pete Alonso flying out. All right, we got to pull another rip card soon. We've only pulled one. Kershaw. There's Victor again. Pasquantino. Seager. Is there? Lots of innuendo. I mean, I was laughing out loud at some of the stuff that they were doing in this episode. They had, was it Diversity Day? The one where they have to like wear on their forehead a particular ethnicity and then guess who the ethnicity is from almost like a game of liar's poker. It was ridiculous. I'm like, how is this a thing? Okay, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes remaining. I'm just going all out of order, but so what? Is there an order? All right, here we go. Next one. We got the N43. So 2 of these so far. The rest of them have been the oversized. I do not. That one is with Jason. Tommy asked the same exact question earlier. But that one is with Jason. He's going to be doing a session on Friday. So he told me yesterday, or this morning rather, he's like, hey, I'm going to probably do a session this Friday. So if you guys want to snag that box up, by all means, go for it. He'll break it for you on the Friday session. I don't know. Is it? Or is it? No, it's a bunch of cards that looked like they were one thick card, but they're not. Oh, Joe, that is another one that would never fly today. I noticed, I think Tropic Thunder is now available, like the full movie, on YouTube Premium. Which, if you subscribe to YouTube Premium for no ads, they give you like a bunch of free movies in there. And I'm pretty sure Tropic Thunder is now one of those movies. As is Rounders. I noticed Rounders is on there now. So if you guys were a fan of Rounders back in the day, it's on there. Full motion picture. You know what I'll do just for old time's sake? Let's switch over here and let's do this real quick. There it is. Boom. South Point. All right, let's get back to the show. Never forget. I just can't even believe that happened. I was a little tipsy in the moment, Travis. I didn't even hear it happen. I didn't hear it happen, and then it happened, and I'm like, what the? All right, here we go. Let's do it. Black border of old-time hockey. Spotless spans. Wander. He did not have a spotless span. I mean, if like half of a season is a spotless span, I guess. I don't know. Did he even get a half a season before all that shit went down? I don't even know. What do we got here? How about them Philadelphia Phils? Kyle Schwarber with another Phillies hit. Phil's doing all right for David K. Congrats. The look on the guy's face. Oh, that was the best part, because like I didn't hear it happen, and then the guy looked. I feel like the guy that was cleaning the room almost looked at us like he was with us, like the the guy in the stall was part of our crew or something. We're like, not with us. We don't hang around with guys with jeans like that. Fishing. Oh, sliding all over the place. Glaber. Diaz. Falcon. All right, here it is. How about old-time hockey with part of a flannel or something, it appears. Interesting. So, again, going off to the non-baseball, which is owned by Ray. Content creator and writer. Little flannel relic piece there. Gavin Lux Mini. Yeah, can't afford those. Come on, man. Stanton, McCarthy. How about crypto, Trav? We haven't talked. I mean, it's not crazy. It's not 65,000 per coin, but it's doing all right, at least for the moment. What was it? I think 36K today, Bitcoin. I don't even know what it is now. Changes by the hour. That's it. That's the trigger. Let's see what it is. BTC. If it still works. All right, here's another one for the non-baseball with the silver foil border. Adam Ray. It is at 35.9, so just shy of 36K. Temple blocks. All right, other side coming up. I've officially crossed over into profit territory with my crypto holdings when it's at this price. Not a bunch, but a little bit. Getting close. It must be bought in around the same amount, like at the same price point when it was like in the 30s. Kershaw, Acuna Jr. I'm just waiting for that, mythical 100,000 plus per coin mark. I mean, remember a couple years ago, people were talking like it was going to hit 500K per coin. Will it ever? I don't know. Maybe 10 years from now. All right, here we go. How about Ermsey? So I don't know who this guy is. I'm guessing he's like a Banksy or something, some type of artist. Interesting. So Ermsey relic going off to the non-baseball. Oh, that's nothing. The way this market is, you might see profit by the end of the night. It's that crazy. It's that volatile, both ways. Mateo. We were in, speaking of Banksy, we were in Park City, Utah a few years ago, and I wasn't even aware there was like actual Banksy paintings in quite a few areas of Park City, Utah. It's pretty neat. In action. Remind me again if the inactions are I think they are rare, right? I'm going to put that to the side. That is going to be Milwaukee with an inaction going off to Tommy, and I'm pretty sure those are rare. I could be mistaken. Move on. Yeah, the Banksy stuff in Park City. There was a when Palms reopened a couple years ago, before they got rebought, they had a restaurant in there called Green Street Kitchen, and they actually had like real Banksy paintings on the walls, which the whole thing about Banksy is to get a real Banksy painting, they literally have to like cut a piece of a wall off and get it. 6 left in archives. All right, so Tommy, there you go, buddy. So that is a rare one, right? So I will put that in my hit stack. Congrats, sir. All right. Next, let's go with this one right here. Let's shuffle these in. Boom and boom. There it is. 4 boxes left, plus the 5th box, plus the box loaders. There it is. Empty box. Guys, check out that Elite Football that's up there as well. The Elite T-Mall, that is it's a weird product. It's an exclusive variation that only GTS distribution actually had. We have an account with GTS. They offered us some of it because somebody backed out of it. And we decided to go for it. So check out, I have 2 of them up there. We have 4 of them in total on the website. Elite T-Mall Football, brand new, 2023 product. We're doing them as 10-box breaks, and it's a weird one because it's exclusive to GTS, so I don't exactly know what that entails. I have to read into it a little deeper, but just got those in here in Vegas within the last couple of days. I was going to say, it feels a little thick. Eh, maybe not. Yeah, what is the story with those in-action cards? How rare are we talking on those? I know we've talked about this a couple cases back, but I am completely escapes me at the moment. One per case. All right, next. Here we go. Guys, thanks for coming out. Thanks for getting this one filled. Thanks for the little bit of rally. It seems like we have a little rally happening on some of the other stuff. Always feels good. We are going to do another live session on Friday. It's mostly going to be Jason. He's going to lead off and basically do the whole session. And if something fills with my batch, I may jump on and do one of those breaks on Friday. So we might go back to that, double session thing where we pass control from one side to the other. So we will see. He's definitely going to be doing one. All right, here comes something, guys. What do we got? We got an Eloy. Very nice. White Sox on the board. White Sox going to James D with an Eloy bat relic. And that's some weird grain in that bat, right? Pretty cool looking. Congrats, congrats. Bob Gibson. Mini Rodriguez. Captain Sandy. She reality show? Is she on one of those, I think reality show, right? Kansas City. Black border. St. Louis with the Contreras. D-backs is the big spot. What's the price on that spot? The price on that spot is, what do we got? D-backs at 99. So if you have a loyalty discount, guys, if you have a loyalty discount, it will apply. So you might even have, 5 or 10% off on that without even realizing it if you purchased throughout the last month. So you could be getting like $10 off or $12 off based on your purchases throughout the month of October. What do we got? Wisniewski. The upside down game is strong here. Willie Mays, Lou Brock, Tony, Anthony, Daniel Van Kirk, and the violin. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. Also, even more important than that is just hit the subscribe. If you guys if you're kind of new to our breaks and you're kind of broke with us a couple times, hit that subscribe button, guys. We don't ask a whole lot. We don't monetize the channel or anything. This is purely just to showcase the breaks and archive all of the live breaks. Nothing monetized. It's just the bigger the community, the easier it is to get stuff filled up. So that's why we ask for the subscribe if you were so kind to do so. Vientos. Spotless Spans of George Springer. And Tom Sandoval, TV personality / musician. So another one for the non-baseball. Going off to Ray. Chicago. The Harp. Don Mattingly. Black border. Caroline O'Connor, President of Business Operations for the Marlins. And here we go. We got a little construction yellow coloring going on here. Content creator and podcaster Miles Montplaisir. So again, going off to the non-baseball spot, which belongs to Ray. So 2 in a row for you there, Ray. Relics. Spotless Spans of Pujols. Hold on one sec, guys. I got a mini stack falling over on me there. Snorkeling Meadows. Black border for the White Sox, Paul Konerko. Vladimir Guerrero, Spotless Span. Babe Ruth, looking like a mighty young lad. Got the foil border filigree right there. Jacob deGrom for the Rangers. Lil Baby. And the Great Horned Owl. All right, 4 boxes remain plus the box toppers, fellas. Give me one sec. Let me take a sip of my beverage here. All right. Next one. I love the old-timey artwork with these guys. This is a guy that if he was a boxer, he'd be in that boxing stance with the 2 fists 10 feet away from his body. Here we go. N43 box loader. Empty. You know, I haven't really been out to any casino. I've seen it a couple times, Tommy, but I haven't played it. And I saw, what's funny is I was watching a video of this kid yesterday on YouTube. This kid Bretsky. I don't know if you've seen him. He's pretty funny. And he was playing it. And he got to the bonus round. And it was like a 2-minute thing where you got to do like a 2-minute warning. And he kept like... I remember you guys saying this, that like the 2-minute warning charges you per time you're attempting to do it or something. He didn't know that, and he, guys, I interrupt my spiel because I think that's another rip card, and that looks like numbering. I could see a little bit of gold numbering right there. Right? Coming up. But yeah, he was, he's like, I just got ripped off by this machine. It just charged me $270 to run all those 2-minute drills through or something. And I'm like, yes, I remember those guys saying that. Is that the way it is when you get into that 2-minute round? It actually charges you. You have to like accept one of them or something. Like, And every one you keep pressing, it just charges you further money. All right, here it comes, guys. We're going to see that in just a minute, and it is definitely another rip card. And how about to 199 for the Yanks? A little Carlos Rodon. New York Yanks, and this one going off to David. There you go, David S. Congrats, buddy. Numbering 162 out of 199. So second rip card. And, of course, your options. Red Mini Autograph, Exclusive Mini Parallel, Exclusive Mini Wood Parallel, Exclusive Mini Metal, or the one-of-a-kind sketch. Congrats, David. So 2 rip cards so far, guys. Alec Boehm, Scherzer, Freeman. You could just run out the clock and take a win, but every time you do another spin while in that, it charges more. Is that the way? It's a dangerous, dangerous game. I guess you can't really spend any more than the money you have in the machine, but if you don't realize you're popping off money, you think you're in a free bonus round. Got a black border of Alex Verdugo. How about them Red Sox? A little bit sneaky, right? A little bit sneaky. Barry Larkin. Detroit. Don Drysdale. And the Temple Blocks once again. All right, one more stack from this box. Here we go. Mike is in agreement. Very sneaky. Yeah, a little bit sneaky. That's unlike any slot machine I've ever seen where you're in a bonus round and you think you're just free rolling at that point, but yet it's whacking you money for every additional bonus spin. Bo Jackson. JT. All right, here comes something, guys. Here comes something. What do we got? Cedric again. Another bat relic. Did we pull his bat relic or just a jersey relic in the first one? So Cedric on the board one more time. Baltimore Orioles going to Bobby. So Cedric came up early in the break, and there he is again. Pittsburgh. Verdugo. Whew. Losing steam, guys. How about a Shane Bieber black border? Garrett Cole. And here it is. How about a Walker Buehler? Dodgers on the board for Alan K. There you go, Dodgers. I think that's the first call out for the Dodgers, right? Relic for the Dodgers. Bo Bichette, spotless span. This fell out there. A little Vladdy Jr. mini. Red-tailed hawk. Are you guys watching the basketball game? How is Victor doing? A lot of pressure on that kid, right? What do we got? We got the foil border, Cole Ragans, Texas. And what do we got? We got the Immaculate Inning, and beach volleyball. 3 boxes to go plus the toppers. Oh. Oversized topper. Only the Nets, only the Jersey teams. Jersey/New York teams, maybe. All right, here we go. Next box. Still sitting at 6 in the archives. I'll give it a fair amount of time once we finish up here, guys. At least, 30 minutes or so. And like I said, if we can't get it filled up tonight, no worries. We are going to be doing a live session on Friday. And like I said, it's going to be mostly Jason's live session Friday, but I'm going to be here. And I will jump on and break some stuff if anything fills up from my side. So if we can't get the archives all the way there tonight, pretty sure we'll make it happen on Friday. Go to Philly for the live stuff. You wear your flak jacket and body armor just in case. I kid, I joke. I'm a guy that grew up in Pennsylvania, of course. Was it the old stadium? The old stadium in Philly, they didn't have a magistrate right on site because there was so much brawl activity that would go on at those games. I'm talking football. I think it was, the football stadium. At least I remember hearing that. I don't know if that was true or if that was nonsense, but I think it was true. All right, we're seeing a couple minis in here. I see them as we're going. The new one does too. Not shocking. Especially some of the stuff I've been seeing, the looting and the crazy nonsense that's coming out of Philadelphia recently in the last month or so. Insanity. The world we live in. It's an interesting one. All right, let's go here. Let's go here. Joey Votto. I see the foil border coming up again. And that is going to be, how about Vladdy Sr. there? Vladimir Guerrero, Expos Nationals. Very nice. Nationals belong to Joe. There's Junior. There's Eric again. Black border on that one. He pulled his auto a short while ago. And what do we got here? Nice. How about a Hunter Pence, San Francisco? Almost positive that's the first call out for San Fran. That's nice, buddy. Congrats to James D. James D. Getting some ink for the San Fran spot. Love it. Desserts. None other than Fudge. Is that the only stadium in professional sports that has that? Has a magistrate on site for the shenanigans that take place? Altuve. Messina. Snagged one more, Joe. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. So we're down to 5 spots now, guys. 5 left. What are those 5? We got the D-backs, the White Sox, Padres, the Rays, and the Jays. I'm gonna, give me one sec, I'm doing it. I'm gonna move that archives mixer right to the top of the site. I want it to get most attention there. So if you visit the site now, Archives Baseball, front and center, smack dab at the top of the site, guys. Let's make that happen. Let's do it tonight. And here comes another one, Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns for Milwaukee going to Tommy. There you go, Tom. Star pitcher of the Milwaukee Brewers. Others have the mobile ones. Not a dedicated constructed office. Which is just crazy. Congrats, Tommy. Nice. All right, black border of O'Neill Cruz. Acuna Jr. Mike Trout. Kite boarding. What do we got here? The Raccoon Churches in Ethiopia. That's pretty cool. Are all of those... That is a different... So I'm looking at these... The filigrees. And that's the first one I've seen with like green like that. I don't know if it's anything specific. They are different colors. Like this Vladimir Guerrero had like a gold. That one's got a green banner around it. So Mets and Francisco Alvarez. And the piano, last one right there. All right, let's keep going. Black border, Greg Maddux, Cubbies. We got here another International Delight dish. I am quite hungry. I'm gonna mess up some. I would say Taco Bell, but how about a Juan Soto? Nice. San Diego with the Soto relic, bat relic. San Diego going off to Anthony V. There you go, Anthony. Nice one. Soto, bat relic. We got a mini of Torrey Hunter flying out of there. Wheeler. George Brett. Chipper Jones. Victor. Another one for the non-baseball, the Everglades National Park. Edgar Allan Poe. Victor again. We pulled that nice black border of Victor right in the first box. Black border of Scott Rowland for the Cardinals. Jazz Chisholm. And the Hen Harrier. All right, 2 boxes remain plus the toppers. Losing my voice. Hope it holds up enough to get through at least that last break. And I say last because, I mean, hey, maybe more than one can go. I don't know. All right, here is an oversized topper. Empty box. The Hen Harrier again, huh? 1 sec here, guys. Oh, there's something. We'll see it in a bit. Okay. Next box. Black border, Rod Carew, Angels. Reggie. All right, here comes something. Here it comes, here it comes. What do we got? Wade Boggs. Wade Boggs with the relic for the Rays. Tampa Bay going off to David. Wade Boggs, buddy. What do I remember of Wade Boggs? Did he get into like, he was like a hothead crazy man, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Three left now, Tommy. I love it. Guys, it looks like we're probably going to be doing that archives tonight. David Cone. All right, here comes our next relic. It is going to be for the non-baseball. Non-baseball, once again, going off to Ray, and that is Hoodie Allen, musician. Black border going off to the non-baseball as well. Acuna Jr. There was like a famous incident though with Boggs, right? Like I can't remember. There was like something. There was like at least one or more famous incidents with him where some crazy shit. Texas Rangers, Justin Verlander with a spotless span. Got the foil border of Jacob deGrom for the Rangers, and then the piano again. All right. Next stack. This black border mini is coming right out of here, so let's just pull it out before it falls. Josh Hader for the Padres. Lou Brock. Apple Pie, Cal Ripken Jr. You know, I'm surprised we've never seen in any of these. I mean, it's been a while. 74 beers on one flight. Is that right? That is, that's some drinking power. You're going to have the Cedric Mullins jersey weaving collection going on here. Orioles once again going off to Bobby. There you go. Cedric, at least 3 of those now. George Brett. Oh, I was starting to say who I'm shot. And here's another in action. So we were talking about the rarity of these before, and now here's a second one in the same case. So in action of Clayton Kershaw going off to Allen and the Dodgers. Nice. Nice one there, Allen. So rare cards, the in actions. 2 of them in one case so far. I'm surprised we haven't seen Kenny Powers from Eastbound and Down show up. I remember a bunch of years ago they had, was it this product or was it, I can't remember which product it was, Heritage? They had the in-character personalities from Major League, the movie, right? Ricky Vaughn and that stuff. Kenny effin' Powers. Nolan Ryan. That was such a good show, Matt. That's a rewatch. I got to rewatch that one of these days. It was so ridiculous. I don't think I appreciated it as much as I would now if I went back and watched the whole thing. Just so dumb and so good. George Kirby. Scherzer, and there he is, the Hen Harrier. All right, guys, we're down to the final box plus our toppers. It really was good. It really was just so. Who is his sidekick that he basically had mind control over? Stewie? No, was it? I can't remember the dude's name. He the guy was like his sidekick and would do anything he said. Didn't he sleep with the guy's wife even, I think? I don't know. The whole thing was so ludicrous. All right, that is it, guys. That's the last box. Topper is put in the stack of box toppers, and let's see. Maybe, did they save the best for last? Hold on one sec. These minis get crazy. Eastbound and Down. Which, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that show loosely based on, what's his face? Not John Kruk. Who was the, or was it? It was loosely based on Stevie. Stevie was the sidekick, yes. Was it Kruk that it was loosely based on, his shenanigans in real life? Oh, so good. Oh, mini went flying right out of there. Nothing, just a Bregman mini base. John Rocker, that's it. It was John Rocker, yes. Oh, so good. Come on. They need to do something like, it's been too many years now, but something like that in the golf world with John Daly. That guy, what a character. I know they did a movie, but I think it was even before John Daly was a thing. What's his face? That played Cousin Eddie from the Vegas Vacation movies. Did that Dead Solid Perfect movie for HBO where he played a washed up golfer that was a drunk. Maybe it was partially based on John Daly. I don't know, but I don't think so. All right, here we go. Here we go. The Bahamas. Christy Mathewson. John Rocker. Aaron Judge with a spotless span. All right, here we go. Ooh. I said, did they save the best for last? The mighty mullet himself coming up here. Randy Johnson, auto. Going off to the Nationals, going to Joe. That's awesome, buddy. Check that out. A mini Randy Johnson. Expos, of course, going to Nationals. Amazing. Wasn't expecting that, sir. And that's a good-looking auto, too. Check that out. Nice. Very, very nice. On a plane after the Hall of Fame induction of Randy Johnson was on the plane and John Rocker was being a dick to him 2 rows back in first class. Are you serious? That's classic. Matt, were you telling that story before the Randy Johnson auto got pulled and then coincidentally that just got pulled? Or were you saying it in relation to just John Rocker? Because that's pretty interesting timing. How about a black border right there of Sandoval for the non-baseball? That is awesome. Congrats. Nice hit. Nice hit. Tanning, followed by melanoma. A second before? What timing is that then? That's nuts. Pete Alonso, Abrams. Jorge Posada. Bichette, Walker, Acuna Jr., Reynolds mini. Ted Williams. Ken Griffey Jr. Black border of Luis Ortiz for Pittsburgh. Yeah. Let's make a deal. The Gallo Pinto. And Spike Ball. Okay. All right, we're down to the last stack. Plus, we still have to unearth the box loaders. Here we go. That's cool. That's real cool. This mini went flying out of there. It's a black border. Zach Neto for the Angels. All right. Mike Trout. Victor. Volpe mini. No zonkers. And here we go. Corbin Carroll, D-backs. D-backs were one of, I was going to say one of the final teams to go, but I'm thinking of the wrong break. The D-backs win early. So Corbin Carroll, D-backs going to Anthony V with the bat relic. Corbin Carroll coming your way. What do we got? The unassisted triple play. Mariano. The coolest thing I've heard about one of these players in a long time was about Joey Votto and how he will hide balls. Like he'll do a bunch of autographed baseballs when they're playing their home, when they would play the home games and stuff and go around and hide them in different parts of the city. That was some of the coolest stuff. Plus, just as a regular dude, I heard he was super approachable. Maddox, Glasnow. I think we were talking about that recently. The California Condor. All right, here comes our next hit, and that is going to be Braves on the board with a Kyle Wright. Braves going to Tommy. There you go, Tom. Braves getting some love here in the 11th hour. Kyle Wright relic. Ozzy. Cy Young. Liberatore. The Barn Owl. A lot of owl variations. Pete Alonso signed every ball in the basket. The ones he didn't hit out, he gave away later. That's awesome, too. That's great when these guys really take care of the fans like that. All right, guys, getting down to it. We still have the box loaders to look at. Meek Mill. Derek Jeter. Wander. Feel like you can't even say his name these days. How about Walker once more for the Dodgers with the foil border filigree and the Lyra. All right, guys, here we go. Are we going to see some ink? I don't think we have any top rip cards. I'm almost positive we don't have rip cards. Or am I positive? As I say that, this one feels slightly thick. I don't know. Let's just do it. It's thick because there's 2 cards in there. We did this in one of the previous cases, right? Mike Trout, right? and Paul Goldschmidt sharing an envelope. So Trout and Goldschmidt. So Angels and St. Louis getting one, and that's in. I think we did. I think we pulled one of these that had 2 cards in the same package in the same pack once before. All right, that's why it felt thick. Mookie, Dodgers box loader. Julio. Mariners getting the love. Seattle going to Anthony. Here's the N43. I'm just doing them in sequence as we're going here. Nothing but good stories. That's awesome. Well, all right. It's the guy. Tampa Bay going to David. Wander with an N43. Vladdy Jr. Toronto Blue Jays going to Joe. Another N43. So this one is Xander. Padres. N43. Third Trout pulled. Acuna Jr. Braves. Braves going to Tommy. How about Juan Soto, San Diego? So no ink yet. Holding out hope that we might see ink. Clayton Kershaw, it looks like. Dodgers. So Dodgers getting that one, which is Alan K on the ownership. N43. Jackie Robinson. All right, old school Dodgers action with Jackie Robinson. Very cool. And 2 to go here, guys. 2 to go. Well, how about Trout again? Angels. Who's got the Angels? That's Anthony V. Mike Trout, one more time. So you got 2 of them. You got a bonus across these. And last but not least is Jacob deGrom for Texas. So no ink, but these are pretty cool to begin with. So Texas on the board, getting the last one, going to Michael. There we go. Guys, thanks again for getting it filled. These will ship out of the next batch that leaves Vegas. What do I have in that batch? I have the hit draft that went off in the last batch out of Vegas, and I think, wasn't it the last finest that went off? So I'll sandwich all that together in one shipping batch. And probably, I'm feeling pretty confident that Archives is going to go next, and that'll be in the same batch as well. So guys, thanks again. Do appreciate it.